Welcome to Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hoosiers will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. The run to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop them.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Cherry trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run.
Oh, look out! The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Cherry. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody. On the ground, they're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
Oh, look out. There he goes. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cougars! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, BYU!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, BYU! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, BYU 28, Indiana 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL.
Fires one high and deep. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
Well, one of the reasons you go for vertical is because you know you've got dudes that can stretch the field. This guy is one of the fastest receivers in college football, so I love the play call, taking advantage of that speed to go make a big play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're bringing heat. Coming after it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It is perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
The expressway is wide open. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a padded separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice...
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. The back goes in motion. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there to your running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Stopped after making the catch. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
The aerial assault continues. Dances away. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Now on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
Cougars will take over. 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking to go up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down now after the sack. Quick pass on the fly motion. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback extends the play. Looking down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks.
It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. Pulls it in. It's Io Manor. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense dialed up the blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, BYU! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Indiana offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
Trying to get to it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy, because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Feeling some heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Coming after it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, BYU! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own player. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Cougars have moved it inside the 20. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Cooper. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On second down, looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And he throws another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Thrust that arm out. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. This has to be some type of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone.
That is how it's done right there. You want to run the football when you're backed up just to create some space for your offense so you can maybe be a little bit more balanced. You can throw the football, run. Now, running back said, I got this. I'll take it. Did everything but score. How about the long run, the Jets? I think he just ran out of gas. He's probably now on the sideline getting some oxygen.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Mendoza. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better atone here.
I mean, that is unbelievable that no one catches that. Like the first coach, the second coach, maybe a player. Hey, it's not fourth down, and we punted the football. I got nothing.
The only dude who liked that play call was the punter.
Afterburners coming. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. I know I've never seen this before. The punt team on the field in the red zone, they're in scoring position. I mean, trick play's coming, right? And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
At the 45 on his way. Can anyone catch him? And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season.